Hey family, I know what you're saying. Why am I hiding my face? Well, a good shower wouldn't kill me, although it might. You don't need to see me, but anyway. Well, having a bit too much time and a bit on my mind, started doing what, my new thing I'm always doing. I start cooking. And there's this show called Hot Ones. It's on YouTube. I love this show. And they have some hot sauces. Now, I was kind of afraid, but I bought some anyway. And I made some chicken. Check it out. Let's go. Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks. I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So I started off, messing with my chicken, just doing something almost basic. I figured let me wash my chicken off first. So I got some apple cider vinegar, squishy, mushy, and decided let me add a little bit of water to that, while it still had the vinegar in there, and then washy, yeah. Drain that off into a plastic bag. Now you see why I love those Ziploc bags. I use them for everything. Rinse off the chicken that I just washed off in the Ziploc bag. Pour that out. Yep. My chicken is at least preparingly clean. Open it up like we do. Flip that top open so, stuff don't get stuck in there. Little salt. A little fresh cracked black pepper. I just like saying that. Some paprika. Some crushed red pepper. Some marjoram. That's a nice thing I don't use a lot. Kind of sweet. Nice taste. Some Worcestershire. Little dark soy sauce. A little garlic oil. Some ginger oil. That also has a little spice to it. And I put a little more apple cider vinegar in there. And some olive oil. And then this is one of those sauces from that show, Hot Ones. I only used a little bit. I was scared. Could have used more, trust me. I could have used more. I'm a pepper fiend. I like hot stuff. But, next time I'll use more. So you mix that up. Mixy, squishy. La. Take the air out. Set that aside for an hour or two. Let it marinate. Let it get some flavor in there. And then I had some shrimp. I don't know why. People, most of the time when you buy shrimp, it comes frozen even if it looks fresh to you. It wasn't fresh. It was frozen in between them catching it and bringing it to you. So most of the time, I don't like to buy the shrimp with the shell on it, although I can, from the way my mother raised me, I can de-shell, de-vein, clean shrimp very well. But why? Trust me, when I bought this shrimp, it was an accident. I like to buy the shrimp already shelled, already deveined, so I could just use it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So take the shell off. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I just got other things I could be doing. Looking for Lupita Longo, Anyway. I take my shrimp, dry it off a little bit. Get all the shells out, dry off the shrimp so that whatever I do to it will stick to it. Clean up the mess, get that stuff in the glove so it don't leak all over the place. All right, back to the show. So, a little bit of salt on my shrimpy shrimp, some black pepper, some garlic, granulated garlic, little cumin, some coriander, with that little Southwest flavor in there, and some sesame oil. That's about it. Now, could did this in the bag, but since I had to take him out the bag, mixy, squishy, squishy, everything flavored nice. Put that on the side, let it marinate for a while. Get out the old rice cooker. 2 cups of rice. Well, before you put your water, this black rice, you gotta wash it off. You gotta rinse that starch off. This thing has more starch than white rice. So you wanna wash it off until the water comes kind of clear. I usually just do it twice, sometimes 3 times, because I'm only doing 2 cups. And I wanted to make this elderwood smoked salt, because I wanted to make elderwood smoked rice. So I used some of that instead of the regular salt. I like that flavor. Add some water. Like I said, 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water. I needed a little more salt because when I tasted the water, I didn't taste much of anything. A little more salt. Don't put too much. Stuff is strong. Set up your rice cooker. Let it cook till it dings. Get back to your chicken. Your chicken is marinated for about an hour by now. Put it in a hot pan. Well, the pan ain't hot yet, but your oven pan lined with some aluminum foil. Stick that in the oven for 2 hours. Get out some dinosaur kale and cut it up. We're gonna do our prep. Since the chicken's gonna take 2 hours, the rice is gonna take close to an hour. I got time to prep. So some dinosaur kale, this is broccolini. And I'm taking the stalks off, the end of the stalk, but I'm gonna save some of the stalk because, hey, I paid for that stalk. Excuse me. And that stuff is edible. And this is some asparagus. You know I like my asparagus. And you just take off the bad part at the end. Cut it up, big pieces. We're gonna cook that in a little while. Like I said, I got time. Chicken's cooking for a while. And so let's also prep some vegetables. Little onion. Didn't want a lot of onion today, just a little bit. And chop that up, cube it up. Small pieces. Get your sweet peppers out. You know I can't go nowhere without my sweet peppers. Chop them up. I just cut them in big chunks also. And then I had some chives. That's why I only use a little bit of onion, because these also have an onion flavor. A little lighter, a little sweeter. Chop them up too. Get them prepped and ready. And clean up a little bit. And what else? Oh yeah. I want something else in there. Excuse me again. So I had some little multicolored tomatoes. Yeah, I like my small peppers. I like my small tomatoes. Cut them in half. Put them aside. They'll be ready for later. Now, these have been in the oven for about an hour, so I'm going to flip them over. Put them back in for half an hour. Take them out. Flip them over again. Don't they look lovely? Put them back in for another half hour. When that half hour is done, I don't know why my lighting was so bad here, but whatever. Put the onion in the pan first. Then you put those stalks in the pan. Any stalk. From the kale to the asparagus to the broccolini. Put those in so they'll soften up first before we put the rest of the stuff in there. And after a while, I put the kale in. I could have saved the kale for later, but hey, put the kale in. And you put your sweet peppers in. You get all this stuff, you know. The fire's not high, but you want that stuff to get a little soft. Not too soft, not mushy, not bland and, you know, watery. So I put a little bit of olive oil in the pan before I started. Add a little, that was some ginger oil, just to give it some flavor. You know, you're gonna add some salt, add little pepper. You know, can't be bland. This is big taste. This ain't bland taste. It's big taste. So then you add your rest of your broccolini. Because we want stuff, like I said, just to soften up a bit. We ain't gonna destroy these vegetables. We want them crisp. We want them vegetably. Then I added my shrimp. I know it's so hard to see. I'll do better next time. Put your shrimp in. You know, shrimp take about 2, 3, 4 minutes. Then I put some turmeric in this. I don't use a lot of turmeric, and it's good for you. So I'm gonna start using it more and more. That's that stuff that gives curry its color. But you can buy it separately. You don't need to use it only in curry. It's very good for you. So I put some chili garlic in there and a little more olive oil. Mix it all up. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Cookie. Stir, stir, stir. Gotta make my mama proud. Well, at least make her accurate with the way I cook. So all I do is buy seasonings and stir, stir, stir. Oh well. Love you. So anyway, when that's done, let's get some fancy plates out so the plate mob don't come after me again. And like I said, had a little too much time. So hey, put your veggies and shrimp in one bowl. Nice, fancy. Put your black rice, your Alderwood smoked black rice in another bowl. And then you put your chicken in your plate. Ah, that looks wonderful. Bam! Dinner is served.